What's happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and welcome back to another Heroes of the Storm strategy showcase. And today we are bringing out Tychus. Now, Tychus boasts hands down the fastest attack speed in the game. He's an incredibly powerful ranged assassin, but there is a bit of finesse in playing him, and that's because to get that insanely high attack speed, you need to effectively be standing still. So he is a little bit tricky to play, but once you get him down, he is an absolute monster on the battlefield and can really pack a wallop against enemy heroes and structures. So looking at the hero info, first up we have Overkill. Attack one target while moving, damaging nearby enemies as well. This is basically your bread and butter. It's going to allow you to stick on targets with mobility while you're attacking, and then on top of that, add a little bit of splash damage into the mix. Moving on from there, we have Frag Grenade. Throw a grenade, damaging and knocking back enemies. Great for the escape, great for pulling enemy heroes over to you for an initiation. On top of that, with the right talents, it's one of the best sieging tools in the game. After that, we have Run and Gun. Charge forward and instantly wind up the minigun. As I mentioned, your main consideration here is your lack of mobility, and Run and Gun helps out a lot in that regard. You can use it to initiate, to escape, and most importantly, get your minigun charged for instant in-your-face damage. And then lastly, Minigun. Tychus' attack speed increases the longer he attacks, which is what makes him so powerful as a right-click. As for our heroic abilities, two choices here, Commander Odin and Drake and Laser Drill. In my opinion, if you're focused on sieging, hands down, Drake and Laser Drill is the choice to pick. You set it and you forget it, and it nukes shit down. Commander Odin is still a good choice. The way it used to work would be that you would pop Odin in the middle of combat and effectively get a second health bar in addition to a slew of new abilities. Now you have to use it at the start of combat instead. You do get a substantial increase to your attack speed, or not your attack speed, but your attack range, and you have those new abilities as well, which does help, but all in all, I feel that the older version was a lot more powerful, as Tychus certainly isn't the tankiest of heroes, and the new Odin just shows that you don't have that tank potential that you previously had with the previous Odin. So either way, this should be a good match. I've been doing a lot of different builds for Odin, or not for Odin, excuse me, for Tychus, and I think the build I'm actually going to be going with is kind of a right-click heavy build. Previously, I wasn't really doing a right-click style build with Tychus too much. I had a very heavy kind of overkill grenade-focused build that I liked a lot, and my teammates were like, "Dude, try right-click Tychus. He's really effective." And I was like, "All right, we'll see how this works." And I gotta say, I kind of like it. He actually does really well as a right-click. I didn't think enemy heroes would basically stand around long enough allowing me to pull that off, but it seems I was mistaken, so should be a good match.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Alright, we got two tanks too. This is going to be a good matchup, I think. So for our first talent here, hands down, pretty much we're going to go for armor-piercing rounds. As I mentioned, Overkill is kind of your bread and butter ability, and getting 20% extra damage on the primary target of that is going to help you out quite a bit. If you're doing a pure grenade build, obviously you're going to want Shredder Grenade. The other choices I wouldn't even consider. So that's really going to be the only real consideration, is whether you're doing a pure grenade build or not. If you're not, take your Overkill.
Well, what are you waiting for?
So this should be good. Diablo, etc. I'll take one lane. Nova will probably be roaming. Abathur, I'm guessing, is coming bot.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
You goddamn right, Tychus. I love this Abathur outfit. Already wasting that ammo.
And
I guess the bottom lane is just going to be empty, which works for me. This means I can nuke everything. Man, the siege damage is real. They don't send anybody bot. Like, what do they have? Zeratul, Nova, Raynor, Tyrael, and Tassadar. So there are 2 stealthies. This will make this kind of tricky, but I think we can do just fine. Come and chase me. Damn, we sent him back. You're dead, dude. Boop! Oh, did I get out? Oh, I didn't. That's okay. So for level 7 here, couple considerations. I know my buddies have been swearing by Vampiric Assault. I honestly don't really like Vampiric Assault. I'm a much bigger fan of Melting Point. You know, I feel that Melting Point gives you a lot of extra siege potential as Tychus, and even though you're an assassin, I feel that that siege really does show late game. So that's what I'm going to go for. Some people go for spray and pray. Honestly, you can already move while overkill's up, so I feel that spray and pray is kind of a useless talent in that regard. Whereas, you know, Melting Point, man, that extra siege damage, that's huge. That really helps to nuke down structures quick.
Here, gather tree, under my feet.
So we gotta head up, get up into the fight. 14,000 siege damage already, that's absurd. No hero should have that 3 minutes into the game. I don't think we can stop him in time. Nope, he's gonna get it. Oh well. You get some, you lose some.
Fine by me.
Wind up that siege, young baby. So for our next one, well, right here, there's a couple choices. Because we don't have a healer, I'm gonna be taking first aid here.
You'd best hurry.
Where's it at? First aid will really help my sustain. However, if you did take Vampiric, increased sustain assault action, adding an extra 2 stacks does help quite a bit. If you're doing a pure grenade style build, obviously you could take quarterback for that absurd range, and that's quite helpful in its own right.
That was rather violent. A good kill. Double kill.
Whatever it takes.
Where's that Nova at?
Killing
This is ours, Nova. Help them get this siege camp real fast, and then I'm probably going to go back and get some mana. Take as much advantage of Melting Point as you can. Always using it on structures, always using it on enemy creeps. Pretty much like on cooldown, I'm using that ability. So I'm going to head back bottom.
Eradicate hero.
Yeah, I hear you.
All those guys are dead now. Just show up, instantly push that.
Choose a tower.
So for our level 20, I am going to go for the laser drill here. I'm just a big fan of laser drill for the siege potential of it. And that's obviously what we're kind of doing right now. We are the siege master of this game, as you can see. You could argue that the Odin would be superior in this game because of the nuke potential of it, but all in all, I feel that I'll benefit more from having the laser. chase me?
If you wish my blessing, you better run. That was rather violent.
I'm gonna get up there and grab this. I gotta start helping with the tributes. I've been ignoring them, I know. I apologize.
Whatever it takes.
Diablo, help me. Yes. First aid's almost up. First aid's almost up. First aid's almost up.
Let's light up some lights.
Oh no, these things are gonna kill me. I can't escape the banshees. No, the banshees. I gotta fight. I gotta kill them.
Choose a talent.
My only chance of survival here. Oh man. Alright, so for this one, two big considerations here. Because of how fast you attack, I like Giant Killer, even though you only do 0.5% of the damage. Tychus's absurdly high attack speed helps to counteract that. Overkill, a very good talent in its own right, because it effectively allows you to kite people around. Or lead rain, I should say. It allows you to kite people around when your overkill is up, which is great. But all in all, I feel that the extra damage I'm going to get out of Hero Killer is going to allow me to really lay down the pain that I need to be laying down. Like you can see right now, we're just tearing through. Oh, get back! No! Oh, he blinked. Oh no, I'm probably dead here. Yep. I am dead. Need ETC getting a lot more involved with his knockbacks here. Ooh, get it! Oh, so close. So how are we doing? Not too bad. We're almost tied for hero. On top of that, we are drastically conquering siege damage. We're going to join them in the push up middle, start working down that.
Gather tribute if you wish, my
We're going to go straight for tribute on spawn instead.
Waiting on you, precious.
Oh, never mind, it's not popping yet.
Sure thing. Oh, champ.
You can do it, Diablo. Going down. You're not going to keep hiding behind it anymore.
You got a plan.
Oh, UTC's holding them.
Sure thing.
So from here, I like to go for Stone Skin. Just help me out, give me that little extra bit of tank that is very much needed in Tychus. Like I said, you're powerful, but you are quite squishy. And Stone Skin very much helps to remedy that problem. I'm going to take out these siege guys real quick. Yeah, we're topping both categories now. There we go. Ooh, and all the heroes at the same time. Not the heroes, but all the creeps.
In my name.
Alright, so now we got Giant Killer that'll allow us to shred through pretty much everything on that team. And normally Giant Killer is something you kind of reserve to pick up when there's a very tank-heavy team, but you know, as squishy as the enemy heroes are in that team, it just furthers our nuke potential even more so.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
You can just see where this Tychus, or the damage we're doing as Tychus right now is just melting the Tyrael. We're just sticking on his ass. No hope of survival.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
A good kill.
Just kidding. There's no shield.
Wish I had
Get
a
you,
lighter.
nerd.
Killing spree.
Not getting away from here, Raynor. Tychus says your ass is going down.
Like the power of the sun.
And it's sieging time.
You got a plan.
Terminate this hero.
Sure thing. Oh, yeah, General.
Better back up. This is ours.
You have won.
And it's time for that push, baby. Choo
Let
choo!
your enemies know my wrath.
Here comes the Tychus train,
Bye,
bringing
bye.
all the pain. We're gonna preserve our mana here for them grenades, sexy grenades. That melting point is too OP. Look how well melting point is keeping us up on
Sure
siege.
thing.
That's what it's like playing as Tychus.
Don't stand in front of that end, kid.
More right click than your body has room for.
Takes.
No, fuck you, bro. I ain't dying.
Yes, sure.
Shit, I don't think I want to fight them. Too low to fuck with that. I can't fight Archon. Oh, wait. Oh! Melting point. Oh, no. Went down, but that's an ace. That's their whole team. And the keep's fallen. Top has been wrecked. And mid is about to go down. So pretty fucking good Tychus game so far. Easily the best Tychus game I've ever played. I will say the big consideration here, I'd say out of my normal build, is I decided to do Giant Killer. It's the second time I've used it with him. But I am really liking Giant Killer. You know, even though it's only 0.5 instead of 1.5 as is with a lot of heroes, I think that the absurdly high attack speed of Tychus does facilitate that enough to make it worthwhile. So, I mean, Lead Rain's nice, you know, having that slow lets you really just kind of keep walking on back and stuff can't catch you while you have overkill up, or alternatively chasing something with overkill up and making sure it's not going to get away. But man, Giant Killer, like if enemy heroes don't focus you constantly, Giant Killer just allows you to fucking shred, especially when you take a look at our attacks.
Choose a talent.
So from here, a couple choices here. Honestly, I'd say almost all of these skills are good. I don't like big red button on Odin. I feel that, you know, Nuclear used to be a separate command, and it's not anymore. Increasing the Langer Drill range, the longer it focuses on a target, is really, really powerful if you want to do siege. Like, I can put it on the core, and it'll go through about 30% of the core on its own. Bolt of the Storm helping your mobility quite a bit, which isn't a bad consideration for Tychus. But honestly, I really like Nexus Frenzy on him, just because getting 20% more attack speed and range on his right click, I feel that really allows him to actually, like, it makes him an actual ranged character, you know? And I feel like that's kind of a problem with Tychus, is even though he's considered a ranged assassin, he kind of has like a medium range versus a lot of heroes. And with Nexus Frenzy, you know, we have the range that most ranged heroes have now, which on a hero like Tychus ends up being very powerful. we're just like, you know, just literally rapid fire gunning down everything right now. No. Thought I had the Abbey shield. That'll go down soon enough.
Nice healing machine.
And with all these talents, you could actually argue that Vampiric would be very helpful, especially if you take Rapid Fire here, getting an additional 2 stacks of attack speed. But, I mean, honestly, I really like First Aid as a sustain. On top of that, I'm just a really big fan of Melting Point. Melting Point is what's giving me the absurdly high siege damage that I have right now. And I hate the idea of giving up Melting Point. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It's not that it's not viable, it's just that I love Melting Point, and I don't want to give up Melting Point.
Whatever it takes.
Triple kill.
Oh, that juke! Get mad,
No
man.
match can work.
Enemy team.
So the laser drill is going to just start doing work on the core at this point.
A hero has left the battle.
This is pretty much in the bag. So, all in all, 117,000 siege damage, 56,000 hero damage, and topping the XP contribution.
Victory.
Tychus brought the fucking pain that game. So, either way, guys, hope you enjoyed it. One more for this week coming your way, and it's going to be Malfurion. I have very little experience with Malfurion, so I'm basically going to spend quite a bit of time just playing with him and learning his mechanics so that I can actually bring you a quality video on him. And then, of course, the week after, one of the big things is I'm really waiting on some of the new heroes to cycle in. You know, Anubarak, Murky, and Lost Vikings are yet to cycle, and on top of that, 10,000 to buy, 10,000 to buy, and 10,000 to buy, and I only have 14,000 gold, so unless they cycle in those 3 heroes, or put them on sale or something, it might take a little bit to bring those heroes to you guys, so we'll see what happens, but either way, we got one more for this week in Malfurion, so make sure to stay tuned tomorrow, and we will catch you guys then.